finished the first coat of the primer on the walls here, and it's really brightened up the upstairs hallway area, if you can see here, and it's coming along pretty good. I didn't get a chance to get the ceiling yet over here or on top. I focused on the walls here for now. We'll come back here probably tomorrow and finish up the ceiling with one coat. I'm only going to do one coat on the ceiling. That primer is very close to the finished paint that is going to be going up there, so I'm not going to bother with two coats. And plus it already has a decent coat on it, so that'll be pretty easy to do. Finally got the stair buddy done. I put two handles on it. You can't see them from here, but it'll make it easier for me to grab that and move it around. And we'll get the ladder up there and finish that off. The only piece I did miss here is this little strip, because I didn't use a smaller roller yet. I'll get that probably tomorrow too. But looking very good. That seam right there is looking pretty decent. I won't know until it fully dries and we get the first coat of agreeable gray on to see how that looks, but that looks pretty good also. And we've also finished this inside wall, which I mentioned I was going to do also, so I can get the door in and then close this bonus room off so I can start on that. So it's going very well. We'll give you an update on the next one here shortly. I finished all of the priming on all of the walls in the hallway and on the bonus room side here. And you can see that it's looking very good here. Really went on smooth. There's no gaps there as far as seeing the drywall in between. Even on the outside in the hallway, you can see that all of the primer went on very well. It has covered up the blue and some of the green that was up here in this part of the hallway. So we're just waiting for this to dry. We're gonna wrap it up for today. And then the next step here is we're gonna do the ceiling first. So I'm just gonna cut in around the ceiling. I'm not too worried about getting the ceiling paint on the walls because the color is so close that it's almost gonna act like another layer of primer. So we'll just, won't have to use any tape on that. We'll just go along the ceiling, and then we'll come back with a roller and finish the ceiling off. So that's gonna look pretty good. And then we'll proceed to do the agreeable gray on all of these walls here. So, and the great thing is, I came to the end of the bucket of the Kill Z2 primer, used the very last bit of it to finish up all the primer needs here. So couldn't have worked out any better. I finished all of the painting in the ceiling and it's looking pretty good. It's got the primer coat on it and then another finish coat of the ceiling paint, and it went on really nice, including the stairs over here. So all of this is looking really good. And next thing to do is to let all of this cure, and then we will tape up against the ceiling so we can cut in with the agreeable gray on all of these walls. So doing pretty well there. The only thing that stands out a little bit here, you can see the ridges in the ceiling over here, and that is because that's where the two seams are, and there's a little bit of a hump, so it's creating some shadowing when the light just hits it right. You probably won't notice it too bad if you're not looking for it, but you can see it here in the video. But it doesn't affect anything, it's just a little bit of cosmetic there. So we're gonna let that go. I'll probably come back at a much later date to fix that. And we're probably gonna have to do the same thing here, where I have to make the 2-foot joint compound seam and then kind of fade that in on each side, and then that'll even the ceiling part of that out. But we'll take care of that at a later date, like I said. So we're gonna continue on. It's getting dark out, as you can see. It actually is dark out. The sun just went down. So we're gonna close this one out. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, peace out.